Alright, boys, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the fixed 70 cents movement. Now, I've made technically a video about this before the update went live to soothe players, because people were going way too overboard. But now that it's been a couple of days, I think we can talk about this in a sensible way. And even if you were on the hate train, you know, I know it's hard to get off. If you're set on hating something, or like you've had that idea, like you've had that put in your head or anything, or subconsciously, even if you know you're wrong, if you've been persistent and you've been constantly hating the past few days, it's going to be so hard to suddenly switch up. But I hope this at least puts you on the right path, okay? Because I am the #1 Grand Cross hater. I hate on every single update, I hate on every single event, because I never think Grand Cross gives us nearly enough of what they demand us to do in this game, okay? You've watched any episode of the podcast, I complain about Grand Cross, okay? I complain about this. Now this podcast, I was yapping for about like 10 minutes about how good this is, or like how stupid it is to complain about this, and how we should talk about the good things more, okay? And people agreed on the live stream and now in the comment section as well. People agreed. Okay, so I hope that I can put you on this path too. Now let's talk about the actual fixed 70 cents update, because I haven't spoken about this. Okay, I'm gonna put my camera here so you can just quickly see the sentence. I'm gonna make it smaller, I guess. There. Okay. Let's read this out, and then I'm gonna go through this point by point. I recorded this already for the first point, but it was 20 minutes for just this, and I didn't even get to my way of fixing it. So this is my second attempt, and I'm gonna be a lot quicker about this, because I repeated a bunch of points as well and everything. It was bad. I think that many players were able to see the update that took place recently in the Japanese version, and I think there's a word missing, because he definitely wants to say something negative. I think many players were able to see the flaws in the update that took place recently in the Japanese version. The more days go by, the more players complain. I think that's what I meant to say, okay? Whatever. So here are things, by the way, this is by Iron Grand Cross, who is a French YouTuber. You should go check him out. He's the only reason I uploaded my LA Lost Vein showcase, because I forgot that I had enough coins. At that day, I forgot that was the week that I could get it. So he was the reason I was able to get it up first on the English speaking side and get that banger video. So hey, honestly, shouts to you, man, I love you. Anyway, also he's just generally like a cool guy. Just in general, like I haven't spoken to him too much, but what I've spoken to him, cool guy. Okay, I don't like dislike him for doing this, right? I think it's reasonable that he feels this way, even though it's wrong. It makes sense to feel this way. But, and the thing is, I never expect anything from Grand Cross players, because the intelligence level is genuinely just like this low. Like, you can't see it. It's so low. People are not able to formulate their thoughts or have genuine criticism about the game ever, right? That's why in my comment I said, like, someone was complaining, I said, your complaints are just empty, like, it's just a bunch of nothingness that doesn't amount to anything. Like, the way you complain, you have to get to a certain point, say why that's bad, why this part is bad, because in this one too, he talks about increase the SA coins that player can obtain, which has nothing to do with the actual new event, okay, but it is listed here. So I'm just saying, but this is at least like a point that is like, it's a general thing. Does it have to do with this update? Not really. This update doesn't introduce any more stress on your SA coins. If anything, it makes it easier. But let's go through point by point, and I'm gonna talk about it, okay? I'm gonna read this out first, just so you know, like, so I can, because I'm gonna talk about everything at once, pretty much, on the first one. Remove the coin cost to do the fight again. Only put up stamina to play in the mode, okay? Possibility of, oh, actually, let's just talk about this first, actually, you know, because this is like a big point, okay? This is a horrible change. This would literally kill the game. I actually genuinely think this would kill the game. People would stop logging on. Like, we would actually see like a 20% like dip in players, because right now, okay, I agree that they should remove the SSR coin cost, okay? That's good. But putting it up for stamina, and what I think he means is infinitely, is horrible. It's horrible. It's so horrible. And if you don't see that, you probably need help. Because if this is, okay, so a lot of people don't know, well, a lot of people that play Grand Cross haven't played other games to like a great extent, okay? I know people who, you know, who claim they do, and then I talk to them, I see what they say about certain games, and I can tell they don't, okay? Now, I've been a sweaty little nerd gamer my entire life. And something that's a very common practice in these games, actually, I'm going to keep my camera there, I just want to switch back to text. Actually, I can just do this. There you go. Something that's a very common practice in games is the abuse of FOMO, okay? The company uses FOMO to pressure players into playing more. If you don't know what FOMO is, FOMO means fear of missing out. Okay, so they timegate certain stuff, or they do XYZ certain stuff. Okay, cool. And then what happens is people will be forced to play. And if they don't, they have fear of missing out, because then they lose out, okay? If you've played WoW and you've missed like 1 week of a new expansion, you know you're done for. Good luck with the next expansion. You're not playing this one anymore, okay? A lot of like games use this, okay? They create something that makes you feel like, oh shit, if I'm not doing this, I'm doing something wrong. And then you feel like you're forced to do the system, you're forced to play this, or you're missing out, you're falling behind, you're losing out on stuff. And a lot of people, before this update came out already, created their own FOMO. The devs didn't do shit, but the players created this own FOMO for themselves about this whole new awakening, telling themselves, oh my god, this is so like important, blah 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 blah. Like, I will die if I don't true awaken my entire box right now. And everyone's gonna have a fully super awakened box. I'm gonna like get out CC'd and their characters are gonna be so much stronger, and I'm gonna lose every match, and then I'm gonna like everything I've put into this game like has just like lost their value. And that's why like genuinely, like, even if you don't, like, if you probably haven't said this in your head, but subconsciously I know this is what you're thinking, because it's the only way they could reasonably come to the conclusion that True Awaken isn't good. Now, why is that wrong? It's because True Awaken doesn't do shit for you, okay? It gives you 1 KCC, and I'm saying it gives you 1 KCC. Now, I've gotten comments asking me, how many stats does that 1 KCC translate to? It doesn't give you stats. The CC number goes up by 1k. And that doesn't work on your link, because obviously your link is purely based on stats. So your links wouldn't get more. So you can maximum get 4 KCC more on one team. Okay, including CC food, which is like 12% more CC, right? There's no CC. There's no CC to be found, right? There's no CC to be found. Why is that? Like 480 more CC, right? 4,480 more CC on a team that's fully True Awakened. Okay? Now, when you've been out CC'd before, okay, I'm sure you've had close ones, but for the most part, it's pretty much this. Okay, always. And why? Because your CC, what matters is the teams you run. Okay? If I'm running a Sins team, okay, none of you is also seeing me. Okay, why? Because I'm a whale. I spend money. My team is beefed up to no one, you cannot beat me. The average player will not also see me, right? And let's say we take completely even whales, right? Same box CC, same constellation. Everyone has everything maxed, like that they use on their team. A Sins team will always beat an unknown team in CC. Right, a human team will always be that one's tricky actually, because it depends on so many setups, right? But like certain human teams will also always out to see an unknown team, and they'll clash with goddess teams, right? Nowadays, because I'm telling you, like some of these humans, their CC is pretty beefy now, and the setups you can run, right? They'll clash with like some goddess teams, right? And they tend to beat unknown teams. Unknown teams have to tend to have lower CC than most other teams, right? And then the Sins teams just have the highest CC. Okay, they literally everyone on the team is like above like 72k, I swear, or like at least above 70k, and then their average is like 73k or something per unit. So you're never going to see a Sins team, okay? So if I'm facing the Sins team, doesn't matter if I'm True Awakened or not, and you're True Awakened, I'm probably still going to see you, even if we're equal whales. Because I'm running this team. Now, if we're both running the same team, the True Awaken matters. Like, who goes first, okay? If you're running the same team and we're the equal whale, never happens. Never happens. You'll never fight someone that is the exact same constellation as you, box CC as you, has the same cosmetics as you, built up and everything. You'll practically never fight that, okay? So that 4k CC difference, that isn't going to do shit for you. Okay, especially not in geared, and most likely not in ungeared either. Okay, in ungeared you can like sort of make a point, but not really. Fully True Awakened team, and you're probably still getting out-CC'd by the same people you've been out-CC'd before. So that doesn't make sense. That's it. And then 10% damage reduction, bro. Honestly, if you're worried about 10% damage reduction, if you think it matters, then one, you haven't played this game like ever. Like this is your first day logging on. Then if it really bothers you, run this guy and see how much damage you take. Run this guy backline. Run this guy backline on a team that doesn't run like the basic stats backline, and tell me if you feel safer now with that 20%. That's double the True Awaken, bro. Damn. Okay, damage reduction, unless it's super high amounts, like 60 plus, doesn't do anything for you, especially if it doesn't come with some like added bonus. Okay, with like defense rate stats or like additional like single target like actual damage reduction you have from like your general like 20% from like bond and everything, and then you have single target damage reduction on someone. Then those together, like they might make you slightly live a hit that you wouldn't have lived before, barely, but it still won't be that big of a difference. Oh no. damage reduction doesn't matter in this game, especially not 10%. So right now the True Awakening is just a cosmetic thing that puts this ugly little star in units that is just ugly. It looks okay on LRs, but on regular units it's just really ugly. So that's it. It's cosmetic, okay? But so there's no reason to farm it. But if you make it able to start for stamina, people will feel forced to do it, okay? Because they like people are too stupid to realize that it's a useless system that doesn't do anything. The only reason it's there is one for cosmetic, for a bit more end game like growth, like something to do when you're done with the game. Right, most whales are done with the game, and they want to keep the whales from playing, so they gave them the stupid system that just makes the box look prettier by adding these stars to their units. Okay, right, one more way to like drain them, which is fine because again, it doesn't hurt anybody and it doesn't buff anybody. It's purely cosmetic. Okay, so now we covered this. Okay, putting up my stamina means that everyone can farm it infinitely, and that's horrible. That's horrible. What they should do is make it once a week, right? Quadruple the awards that you get from the chest currently, okay? So that every other week you can do like 2 or 3 characters if you want to, right? And make it once a week only, and then make it a quadruple rewards, and make it so you can still refight the fight without getting the rewards. That's like the thing that annoys me the most. Why, like Demonic Beast Battle, Nidhogg, you can only get the rewards once, but I can clear it again if I want to. Why not let me do that? Anyway, that's something they should do. Now, possibility of choosing the race stones, I don't think that's good, right? I think that defeats the purpose of the mode, sort of. But what they could do is that, like, if they do it like a once per week, you can select the race, right? The way on like the Monarch Beast Bell, you select like Skull and Hardy, Bird, and, like one of them, right? Instead, you just select one race, and then you get 20 extra of that race coin, right? We talked about this on the podcast too. I think that's a good way to fix it. Okay, to give you more of a focus. Like, let's say you're a demon main, you want to get up your demons first. You just select demon every week, you get 20 extra demon every week, and that's nice. Increase the SI coins a player can obtain. I will make this will be at the end of the video when I talk about my own fixed 70 cents, okay? Reduce the number of LR coins needed to awaken the characters. 5 LR coins would be good. Now the thing is, I just think they should remove the LR coins. I get it because the red stars turned into like that LR color, okay? It's like the highest level Super Awakening, right? This like new finished star, right? Like you finish with Super Awakening. Like there's nothing after this. That's fine. Okay? I think it's fine that they think that you need LR coins. I just think they can remove them. But the thing is, 10 LR coins for one character isn't bad. This is like a whatever point. Like I think they should reduce it or remove it as well. But it's not like it's that bad because we're getting so much LR coins now. Bosses give like 30 now, where they didn't give anything before, right? Labyrinth now gives 50 instead of 20, I think it was before. Or 10, 20, it was 10 or 20 or 30? It was 30, now it's 50, yeah. It's a lot more, it's almost double, okay? And then again, the bosses like giving you that much, like one rotation of all the bosses will give you so much more. We're getting so much more, okay? They had to increase the cap because they gave us so much more. So, I'm just saying. Now, that's it. That's about the True Awakening thing. Now, the Meliodas portal and his basic UR rarity, okay? Put Meliodas, so the basic UR character, in random SR 306 penny. I think this is like a point that doesn't matter, but it's not something I can argue against. It's like I get why they did it, right? They wanted to make the Meliodas feel more special, right? He's this UR. Okay, he's not dark or light, he's UR. Okay, his stuff looks different. His stuff looks cooler. So that's cool. Do that, right? And them not adding it to the random SSR because he's not an SSR, it makes sense, but it's not like it was needed. Not like it's not like that was like, okay, this will make them feel real special, right? Because they didn't do it with Dark and Light characters, and you can get Dark and Light characters in the shop. Okay, speaking of Dark and Light characters, because I think he talks about this too. Start putting the first, about this part. I agree, and especially because when you go to a coin shop and I use a Dark or Light Fest coin on like anything that costs a Fest coin, they are valued the same as a regular Fest coin. So I want them to be treated like a regular Fest coin. So put them in the shop. Put Trainer Meli in the shop. You've given them out for free. Okay. Put the first Light Liz in the shop because she sucks. Okay. Put the one Ultimate Eskin only. You can put him in the shop now too. He's not even that crazy anymore. Put him in the shop too, right? And then that's it. That should be the first rotation right now. And after next New Year's, you can put in like Mael. Perk Meli, you know, I think that's fine. And make them cost like 5 coins, I guess. I don't know, something. Just put them in the shop, I guess. But they should be in the shop. But yeah, anyway, because this is a special UR character, they want him to feel special. I think it's fine that he's not in the petty stuff. Well, no, I think it's fine, like everything that comes with him. Because it's like, the thing is, people treat this like, okay, every release now, like every release is I'm like every week I'm gonna have to scramble for like pendants and UR SA coins because like they're gonna release these URs like do you realize how many times like a year we get a festival? Do you realize how many times a year we get a festival? And we don't even know if every fest is guaranteed to be a UR, you know? What if the February fest is not a UR, but it's a dark and light instead? The anniversary is certainly gonna be a UR, I'd assume so. But we don't know if every fest is going to be a UR, and if it is, then we have one fest in 2 months, and then in 4 months, and then in like 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, I think, right? And then 1 month. Like it's not like you have 8 weeks, 8 weeks, okay, 8 weeks. You have that's like 1,200 gems for free to play. Nah, it's like 1,000 gems for free to play. That's how much plus login. Like that's just from dailies and PvP though. But like events and everything, that could like skyrocket up to like 1,500. And like login bonus like right now the 300 gems right and everything. Anyway, reduce the resources needed to build a basic character. Again, like I think this is a not really worth complaining about. 10 UR pendants, right, which is almost double what you need normally pendant wise. To me, it's fine. Again, this is just a thing that's very rare to have a UR festival, right? Because festivals aren't even common. And what I want them to do is keep doing what they're doing, right? If since the Liz update, they've introduced more pendants, okay? We have the pendant shop now, right? Which seems to be resetting every month, which lets you get 35 pendants for 30 gems. And we've also they've added so much more pendants through like events and everything throughout the last month as well. Their whole mindset changed towards pendants. We get a bunch more pendants now. Those pendants now, I've heard free to players tell me I don't got enough. I can't get it. Like that's too expensive. Shut up. You're wrong, right? At worst, let's say you only log in once a week, you'll get like 50 to 60 gems. Okay? You don't have to summon every banner. You shouldn't. It's horrible if you do. You'll summon like every other banner, which means that every month baseline you'll get like 250 gems. Let's say you don't do anything except log in once, get your PvP rewards a week, and then that's nothing. Like let's say you're the bare minimum 250 gems, 30 of those. Now you have 220 gems once a month, and that's 35 pendants for you to use. That's fine, completely fine. You cannot complain about the pendants. And the 84 SA coins is sort of a complaint. It's a slight increase. It's 20 more SA coins. SA coins in this game are a genuine issue. Like genuine issue for like a lot of new players, a lot of even veteran players. They don't give us enough because of the whole hourglass change, right? That they did because we had too many resources at some point. That okay, let's cut back on it. Now I think the only way they can fix SA coins is if they make the SA coin and actually drop you SA coins. Okay, one run on there, since we get one hourglass every 2 weeks, one run on there should give me 50 minimum, right? And not with resetting. This resetting BS is doo-doo. And it doesn't even get you like close to 50. It gets like 30 something, maybe. Right? It gets like 36 coins if you do it well. And you're on a time limit too. So not like sometimes you're just screwed. But make it give like 50 baseline or more. Okay? And then also add SA coins to gear PvP. Okay? When you get to Challenger, you get like 1,300 PvP coins. Make that 1,300 PvP coins and 18 SA coins. And once a week, I think that's fine. 18 might be a bit too much. Make it like 6, I think. Actually, only like 6. Okay? Or update the PvP shop. Add SA coins there for a price that isn't like, okay, every month you get 2 SA coins. If you Challenger every week. Okay? Because the price in the PvP shop right now are horrible. That's what needed to be talked about. And it doesn't have anything to do anything with this update because this is one unit. And for this one unit, they give him like 300 SA coins. So you're more than fine to just SA him. And like 5 other units if you want to. So there's no reason to complain about this. But just like general, like actual quality of life has nothing to do with this update. For just SA coins in general, because I think a lot of people do struggle with it. And it is cringe, right? I sometimes I'm like low if I'm like... But right now I'm like almost finished with the box, so I won't be low like ever again probably, but like it is an issue. I know it's an issue, okay? The thing is, people think whales are out of touch. I know why I'm buying a pack. I'm not buying a pack that has SA coins in it, right? Or like hourglasses so I can run more SA coin dungeon. I'm not buying that because I feel like, oh, I just want to do it. No, I know why. It's because the game doesn't give me enough. And that's not an issue with this update. Okay, that's not an issue with update. It's not an issue that this update has made worse to warrant a fixed 7 days since, because this update has given us 300 SA coins plus then some from events. So that's really just not a real like reason to complain about this. And the hourglass thing, 1 hourglass per week instead of every 2 weeks, fixing the nerf from 2 years ago. I think what they should do instead is have 1 hourglass a week, but 1 for Anvil stage, 1 for SA coin dungeon, and then training cave is up every weekend anyway, so you just do that. Okay? And also a really good system that they've added is the GP per outfit maxed. 1 character, 15 outfits, 15 GP to max out your constellations. No one talks about this. This is a great change, and the way he words this is like he's complaining that they did this, which they didn't need to do, and it's such a good change for free-to-plays because now they can catch up to constellations, because obviously the later you go it's harder to get up. So now they're closing the gap by giving free-to-plays more ways to get GP, because now you can just grind hell demons and then boom, you want the Valentine unit backline, you get more outfits, and then you're chilling. Okay? Don't see, like, that's such a good change and barely anyone talks about it. Okay? And then the Light and Dark Festival in the coin shop, of course. Okay? But really what they need to do is make gear PvP worth playing, give it SA coins there, increase the amount of anvils you get from the thingy, right? Put SA coins into gear PvP, put it in the gear PvP shop, put it in the like Yggdrasil, like tree stuff. May put like 1 or 2 SA coins, maybe even in patrol. Make Brawl a real mode. That stuff is what we need to talk about in Fixed 70 Cents, but not this. This update is good. It only added good things. It gave whales a reason to spend more money just to not get a benefit over free-to-plays, right? Which is the perfect thing you want in a game, right? Whales spend money. They're willingly spending money to get these true awakenings that don't do anything for their account, right? It's just a fake number going up, and free-to-plays can get more constellations. And there's a new fun fight. Now, the way they handle the fight, I agree, it's kind of weird with the whole, like, you can repeat it. Because, again, it will create FOMO in some people. But overall, it's not a bad thing. But yeah, anyway, that's all I had to say on this topic. I hope you guys enjoyed. And that's it from me. Ciao.